Plum is one of those brands that truly lives by the idea of slow and steady wins the race. They're not the loudest brand in the room. They don't chase every viral ingredient and they rarely jump on shock value trends. Instead, Plum has consistently stayed vegan, cruelty free, and fairly disciplined with how they formulate the products. I love this brand because of this. Over the years, Plum has built its identity around barrier friendly skincare, especially for people who don't want aggressive actives every single day. Their launches are usually focused on long term skin health rather than instant glow promises. That's why when they introduced the Cerescence range, it felt very on brand. This range isn't about exfoliating harder or brightening faster. It's about repairing what's already there. And the entire range is built around one core idea in skin science, the 3 is to 1 is to 1 lipid ratio. Let's understand what the 3 is to 1 is to 1 science is. Your skin barrier isn't just a layer of hydration. It's a structured system made of lipids. Ideally, your skin barrier contains 3 parts ceramides, 1 part cholesterol, and 1 part fatty acids. This is what is known as the 3 is to 1 is to 1 ratio. When this balance is disturbed because of over cleansing, actives, weather, pollution, etc., your skin starts losing water. It becomes sensitive, oily yet dry, or even breaks out easily. Plum Cerescence range is designed to mimic this natural lipid balance, using ceramides, fatty alcohols, and supportive humectants to help the skin relearn how to protect itself. With that in mind, let's break down the two products, the Cerescence Milky Toner and the Cerescence Moisturizer. Let's begin with the Plum Cerescence Milky Toner. This toner is meant to be your first barrier repair step after cleansing. It's not a treatment toner, it's not an exfoliating toner. It's more like a liquid moisturizer. The most important ingredients with expected percentages guesses, I'm telling. The first one is glycerin. I think it's about 4 to 6%. Glycerin sits high on the list, which tells me this toner is strongly humectant based. Glycerin pulls water into the skin and helps reduce transepidermal water loss. This is excellent for dehydrated, combination, or climate stressed skin. The next one is the ceramide complex, which comes to around 1%, I think. Ceramides are not used in high percentages, but even in small amounts, it's meaningful because this is a toner. Here they work to support the 3 is to 1 is to 1 barrier structure, not to act as instant moisturizers. Next comes the fatty alcohols and emollients, which comes to around 3%. These help soften the skin and give the toner its milky texture, making it feel cushioning rather than watery. They also help reduce that tight feeling after cleansing. Next comes the prebiotic or skin conditioning ingredients, which comes to around 2%, I think. These ingredients help support the skin microbiome, which indirectly improves the barrier strength and also reduces sensitivity over time. Did I find anything icky in this? No. There's no alarming ingredients in this. No fragrance overload, no strong preservatives, and no exfoliating acids. This toner is intentionally boring, but in a good way. So, what this toner actually does? This toner does not brighten, does not exfoliate or treat acne. Its job is to reduce the barrier stress, prep the skin, and make your moisturizer work better. Now, let's talk about the Plum Cerescence Moisturizer, which is the backbone of this range. Let's understand the most important ingredients with their expected percentage guesses. The first one is ceramides, which comes to around 1%, I think. Again, ceramides are used in supportive concentrations, not the flashy ones. They reinforce the skin's lipid matrix and help reduce moisture loss over time. Next comes the cholesterol and fatty alcohols, which I think comes around 4%. This is where the moisturizer really supports the 3 is to 1 is to 1 ratio. These ingredients help seal the hydration and improve barrier elasticity. Emollients and occlusives come next, around 6 to 8%, I guess. These give the moisturizer its creamy texture and help prevent water loss without making it greasy. This explains why it is comfortable but not heavy. Are there any downsides to this moisturizer? Well, if your skin is very dry and flaky or too much compromised, this moisturizer may feel slightly underwhelming at night. It focuses more on maintenance rather than deep nourishment for dry, flaky skin. What this moisturizer does? This is a barrier maintenance moisturizer, not a rescue balm. It works best when your skin is already fairly stable or mildly compromised. This range is best suited for combination skin, normal to slightly dry skin, oily skin that feels dehydrated during the winters, and sensitive skin that reacts to other actives. It may not be enough for very dry or eczema prone skin during the winters. People who are looking for glow exfoliation or active driven results, or even people with extremely compromised skin barriers needing occlusive heavy repair. I don't think this might work. So it's better to layer it with a facial oil or a heavier cream at night, which is best suitable for dry skin types. Now, what is my personal experience? For me personally, this range worked well as a winter moisturizer setup for my combination skin. My skin felt calmer, less tight, and more balanced. However, I did not feel that it would suit someone with a very dry skin, especially during the colder months. This might not feel nourishing enough on its own. For me, the change wasn't something dramatic, but it was consistent. My skin felt more stable and supple rather than completely transformed. So, what is the final verdict? The Plum Saracens range is not here to impress you overnight. It's here to protect your skin from long term damage. If your goal is barrier health, comfort, and maintenance over long time, this range is best for you. But if you're chasing fast results, glow, or actives, this may feel a little bit too gentle. This is skincare for people who understand that healthy skin is built, not rushed. So, would I be repurchasing this? Definitely a yes. Please do follow me for more such content and do like, share, and subscribe.